Hold on. I just want to make something clear real quick, right?
Yeah.
LeBron is still playing, Joe. Right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was his decision to play this far into his career, 23 years in the league at 41 years old. What we can't keep doing is using his age as a reason when things don't work out, or trying to set that up as a crutch on why things didn't work out. He knows. He knows his legs wouldn't be the same playing at 41 years old, playing a certain amount of minutes, especially being in a situation like this. So we can't keep throwing out his age all the time, every time things don't go right. That's his decision to want to play this long.
Even when things go well, you're in awe that a 41-year-old is doing this because we've never seen it before.
Yeah, obviously.
So even the mere fact that he's playing, because normally when guys are playing, you look at Vince Carter. Guys are average 5 points, 3 points a game.
Yeah.
He's 20. He's 25-5. Actually, he was 26.
And I agree with both of these guys. Shout out to Ocho, shout out to Shannon Sharpe, 100% so far with what they saying. Especially, I just had a conversation about something that Shannon Sharpe was just alluding to. And one of the biggest reasons that he has some of the numbers over the greats like MJ or Kobe, for example, is because the amount of years he played in the NBA. And I'm just like, bro, you had Vince Carter, you had CP3, you had, I believe, Joe. You have a host of players that played 20 plus seasons, but that doesn't automatically put up the type of impact and numbers and stats that LeBron has done over that period of time. It's not just about you being in the league, bro. You got to actually put the work in. And that's always been my argument when we talk about the longevity and LeBron accomplishments.
20.8, 7, and I think 6. So you look at what he's doing. So even yes, we're not saying that using that as a crutch.
Right.
But even when he plays well at 41, you have to marvel it because we've never seen anybody play that well at 40.
Yeah.
At 39. At 38. And what you're asking him to do, nobody has ever been asked to do what he's doing at this age.
Yeah.
So let that sink in for a second.
Yeah.
You're asking him at 41 to do something. The NBA is 70 years old. And the history.
But then I kind of, when you talk about what we asking LeBron, I kind of feel like what Ocho was saying, LeBron signed up for this. Of course, you're going to be asked to do the job because you fill in the position. So this is not like we need a savior, Jesus Christ moment. You know what I'm saying, for LeBron James. It ain't that at all. But if you are filling the void, if you hold the title of that player, then there definitely should be expectations. Everything else should be thrown out the window.
80 years old. I'll take that back. 80 years old. And we've never seen the NBA ask a player at that age to do what they're asking him to do. That's not an excuse. They have to play better. But the days of him being able to single-handedly put teams on his back like he did the Cavs against Boston, like he did against Toronto, like he did against Indiana, those days are over.
Yeah.
It is over for a lot. KD can't carry a team like he once could. Steph Curry can't carry a team like he once could. James Harden can't carry a team like he once could. Mm-hmm. Sports is a young man's game.
And when you look at the game, you look down the stretch, you see how all his shots were short.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because them legs gone, bro. When them legs gone, okay, Ocho, I don't care who you are.
Shout out to Shannon Sharpe and Ocho and Joe Johnson. Very good debate conversation, however you want to spin it. One thing that I always wonder, people say that, the days of guys like LeBron and KD and Steph Curry carrying a team are over. But I would like, and I agree, but I just feel like the reasoning that I have is different from others. I don't feel like these young players are still better than these guys. I think it's just the game overall has changed. And you have to include the young players in it. But I just feel like it's KD, LeBron, some of these guys, Father Time is undefeated, they call it. And you get older. Joe Johnson alluded to, LeBron not having any legs. All of that stuff plays a factor and a role. But I just feel like it's the way the game is played right now is the reason why KD, Steph, and LeBron can't still carry a team to a championship impact like they used to. Maybe not for the length of time that they used to, but I don't see, I mean, what young guys out here are better than KD and LeBron and Steph? What young guys out here better than them? Really? So it's just like, I just think that it's not the actual young players that are forcing guys like LeBron and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry to dumb it down a little bit. You know, it's a mixture of father time, but I think it's just the way the game is, the NBA game is, more or less, you know. I thought Ocho, though, was absolutely right talking about accountability. You know, age can't be a shield for any type of bad performance. Standards don't drop for greatness. You know, LeBron James is still judged as a superstar. And, you know, he's still primary decision maker, still controls the tempo and the offense. And like I always say, context does matter in LeBron James debates because, you know, you got minutes load, you got injury situations like Luka and Austin Reeves. The supporting cast has had inconsistency damn near everywhere he's been and played. So anytime you're having some type of argument or conversation about LeBron, you got to put some type of context behind it. You do have to have a balance between criticism and reality. You know, I thought Shannon, Sharpe, and Ocho and Joe Johnson did a good job of that. You can't ignore poor games. You can't ignore what he's carrying. Lakers' success depends on more than LeBron James. You know, it's about coaching decisions by J.J. Redick, the usage of the bench, rotation, role player production. I mean, it's a lot. But context definitely matters. And, you know, this ain't just a LeBron problem. This is definitely a team problem that we're seeing after this loss last night. And until that thing that get fixed, we're gonna keep having these same conversations, bro. I'm Seven Mitchell. This is Lakers Land. Like, comment, and subscribe.